Battlefield will not be the COD killer, but it could be. I'm Shadows, and in this video we'll be exploring my thoughts in the Battlefield versus COD debate. For many years now, whenever Battlefield games get released, they always get propped up into potential COD killers, even before the Battle Royale genre became popular. So my question is, what does this Battlefield need to do to be the COD killer? What makes this generation's battle so different? And is this Battlefield in the best place it has been before to be the COD killer? All will be answered. Now let's have a brief recap. COD has been on top for over a decade. Since the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the franchise has broken record after record, started the trends that others could only follow, and captured and satisfied the needs of constant competition, and captured the imaginations of a generation. Closest that I remember the gap being is Battlefield 3's release against Modern Warfare 3. At the time, there were many dramas over Activision and Infinity Ward, which caused the game to be average at best, and resulting in the birth of Respawn Entertainment. More on them later. Battlefield 3 had a lot of hype and was truly a groundbreaking game in terms of graphics, gameplay features, and server sizes. However, a poor launch that would become typical with the franchise held it back, and we settled for mediocrity for another year. Though, near the end of Modern Warfare 3's life cycle, Battlefield 3 really started coming on strong. It started bringing a lot of the COD fans who were bored, particularly the younger adults at the time. And no, being 16, 15 doesn't make you a young adult. If you were that age at that time, you were probably watching Allier videos, so you had no right to call yourself an adult. A lot of these people leaving COD actually stuck with Battlefield in later iterations. However, just as momentum was starting to swing in Battlefield's favour, it was brutally yeeted into the ether by what would be, even today, one of the greatest Call of Duty titles of all time, Black Ops 2. Wow, what a game. This was the game that I transitioned onto PC with from console, but you don't care about me. But the point is, it was that good, I bought it twice. Much like Ruined Ginger Fox would do for 2019 Modern Warfare. After that point, Battlefield, though always an amazing alternative, was never really considered a COD killer in its future iterations. The furthest away Battlefield has been from COD was definitely with Battlefield 5 and Modern Warfare 2019. Battlefield that year was doomed before launch, with a woke agenda and the short-sighted vision of those who promote it. I'm neither for nor against woke culture personally, but one group it never resonates with is the passionate gamers and quote-unquote nerds. Never will, purely because those who are woke are usually the bullies of aforementioned groups of people at the younger ages. That and another horrendous launch left the game in a state where it wouldn't recover. Those fans that had left COD for Battlefield 3 went to Modern Warfare 2019 and didn't come back. It's no coincidence that Battlefield this year has the potential COD killer tag on it, however. Though the Activision shills will tell you that 2042 won't be a COD killer while getting you to use their creator code on COD points purchases, facts are facts. Activision is in some deep doo-doo right now, with staff welfare, supporting the Chinese government, and their blatant disregard for cheaters, hackers, and quality control, opting to develop and sell reactive skins for weapons before fixing their broken stats. Literally every damn time. Outside of their publisher antics, there is another reason, and arguably a more important reason. As of late, COD games have been becoming more like Battlefield than traditional COD games. Back in the day, COD was setting trends, now it's following trends. Battle Royale mode, wall running mechanics, stolen from Respawn Entertainment games, season passes, and pseudo-realism. Now I know a lot of people are complaining that Battlefield's becoming too much like COD, but I'd actually argue COD's become a bit like Battlefield, which is kind of why there's a market for it at the moment. Maybe it's meeting in the middle, which is why this is happening. COD maps have been getting bigger and bigger in multiplayer. Vehicles being introduced, interactable maps in limited capacity, bullet velocity from hit scan. Modern Warfare did very well and performed really well, while Battlefield 5 was worried about chicks with metal arms to appease a woke audience. Modern Warfare had you shooting kids and torturing people. You know, the kind of things you would expect to see in a World War II game more so than a Modern Warfare game. We all know and can expect that Battlefield is going to absolutely murder Vanguard. However, killing Warzone is a different beast. Currently in the state the beta showed Battlefield to be in, I don't see it happening as it is. COD is simpler, and let's be honest, simplicity sells. Simplicity made to look complex breaks records. Making simple peeps feel like a boss is what gives you a monopoly in an industry, and that's what COD has always done. That's what they've always been good at, and Warzone is no different. When Warzone was too hard for some, they brought in Baby Food Warzone, Rebirth, which captured more people. You guys aren't simple. You'd not be watching videos on games if you were. This is considered as research, y'all. And simple people don't research. Right now, I've finished digging myself out of that hole. Let's continue. Battlefield, though extremely fun, can't be played by a simpleton as easily. It's a game where you have to have true game awareness. The general awareness that gets you by on Warzone just won't suffice in Battlefield. Players will get more out of Battlefield if they put in just a little time to understand it, like literally a couple of hours. However, we live in an age and generation where most people are obese and are in significant debt. People don't want to help themselves. It's too much effort, as is 50 quid and 2 hours of self-development time, even though you'd get more out of it. This is what single players used for, just to, get you into the game and understanding the mechanics of it. Sounds insultingly simple, but it is. That's all there is to it. I do think Battlefield has a chance, though, a real chance to be a Warzone killer, if it pulls out a battle royale of its own. With that, some of the complicated mechanics will be removed, and the game has a sense of familiarity to entice new players to give it a try. Its gunplay will be addictive to new players, and its more mature feeling mechanics will feel better, as it does feel more natural than the current Warzone ones. One thing to consider as well is that Warzone became huge on the back of Modern Warfare's gunplay, which was actually quite deep and complex with realistic shooting mechanics, sounds and animations, until the Cold War integration, which heavily simplified it, causing it to bleed players. Vanguard looks like it will be adding a touch more of that back, but Modern Warfare Warzone proved that there is a market for complex and realistic gunplay if the rest of the game isn't too hard to follow. Battlefield's Battle Royale could make a huge impact here, especially with the ease of changing out attachments in the tape menu as seen in the beta. Massive potential. Of course, this game needs to fix its mini immersion break and bugs, keep the Woke Brigade out, as that doesn't resonate with gamers, and slightly simplify the Battle Royale mode in relation to its main multiplayer. If the developers can match this with a strong launch, wow, we could be on to something truly special. This is the closest it's been to COD, and it's the closest it will be for another decade. If it cuts through Warzone as well as Vanguard, this will be the moment it changed. This will be the moment the tide turned and the sun set on the Call of Duty era of dominance. It has the opportunity to capture a generation, much like Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty 4 did back in the day. People aren't as invested and loyal to COD as they once were. And this, as Captain Jack Sparrow would say, is the opportune moment. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section below why. Till then, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
We hold all of Foxtrot sector.
Up on under us? Oh no,
I hit him.
It's an enemy. It's a teammate, I mean, sorry.
I got him. The dude that was going down. The dude that was shooting me there. There's two people here on me.
Yep, I'm taking out the jet.
Do you kill him?
Yeah, I mean he's dead.
There's no other people. Nobody.
One failed to land.
Nobody's coming up to the zip line, so we're fine. I can pick up this guy.
My jet's just hovering.
I get so much XP.
I've killed him. I've killed the jet. Haha, get wrecked.
Nice.